Hello, everyone. Um, I want you to buckle in and relax. Maybe get some tea or something because this is going to be a long video. Okay. And will probably be my longest video unless something else happens, unless I shoot a movie or something. But um, to those of you who are new to this page, this is basically the stripped down version of the real. Okay. My name is Curtis Scott Carlton. I don't know if some of you have paid attention to my postings. I'm a artist. I'm a music artist. I'm a producer, songwriter, singer, MC. All right. So, just wanted to, and I did a rebranding video, and I have music on Apple Music, on Spotify, YouTube, here on YouTube and all, and a few other places. I went by the name Scotland Music. I'm still using that, but I'm using my real government name from this point forward. When I release music, that'll be exclusively on here, on YouTube. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, we are living in some interesting times here, as human beings, as people on this planet, from religious to political to everything in between. And it's all being shot at us through the internet, right? Just with so many things. I'm not going to break down religion or politics. You're not going to get that here. Because there's so many other outlets for your political and religious fix. You're more than welcome to check those out. Here, I'm all about being an advocate and being a spokesperson for independent artists, for music artists who love the craft, who love the art of making music, and the art saying something, meaning something, lasting, right? And being expressive in that art form. Many of us, I can speak for myself, we love it so much that we'll do it for free. Not that we want to do it for free, but that's just, explaining the care and the love we have for this great thing called music, right? So, just wanted to express that. And so, we are in a time where people like myself, who are real artists, we really have something to say. But yet in the world that we live in now, where social media is dominating everything, we are forced to be content creators, as opposed to just letting you all hear our music, putting our music out there and letting the music speak for itself. I've been on social media for a while now, and, seeing it get to this point, I'm going to be honest with y'all and be real and transparent. It is exhausting. It's very exhausting. having to be on all the time. And that's not to say that I am not going to promote my music, that I'm not going to do content creation, but I'm just not going to be a slave to this because I want you to hear my music. I feel like we as humans, we need to slow down and get back to enjoying things, letting things breathe. You know what I'm saying? And letting things marinate for a while. I don't know if you can hear the neighbors outside. I guess that's what gives this video a natural feel. But yeah, we don't let that happen anymore because we're just in such a microwave society, and nobody takes music serious anymore like we did 30 years ago, like we did, 40 years ago, or even maybe 20 years ago. Okay, so, and that saddens me, because I myself, who take very, very, very care and thought into what I want to put out into the world as far as making music, I don't, that's discouraging. I take this very serious, and for it to just be background noise, or just to be viewed as it's not significant because, it's not on the radio or it's not popular or what have you, that could be very discouraging. It won't stop me, but just being honest, it could be very discouraging, right? So, yeah, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not going to be a slave to this. I'm not going to be a slave to these social media platforms that it just insists on saying you got to do this, you got to follow the statistics and the analytics and the algorithms. You got to be, a nonstop content creator if you want people to listen to your music. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that's where we are right now. I know that's the landscape of things. But I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to just go along with that. I'm going to promote my music, but I'm going to do it at my pace. And I'm going to do it to those of you who have subscribed here to this page, those of you who really take time to listen, those of you who are true supporters. I do this for you. I don't do this for analytics. I don't do this for the algorithm. I'm not doing this to get my numbers up. I'm doing this because this is who I am. This is what I am. I'm an artist. I'm a real artist who really has something to say and so many other things to say. And so I just feel like I'm not going to be rushed and told by these tech companies that own these platforms that nobody is going to check for you if you don't become a content creator. Nobody's going to check for your music if you don't become a content creator. I don't agree with that. And I say that because humans, it's a psychological thing here, right? So you're being told and force-fed so many things, so much to the point where you believe it. And I believe that maybe over 90% of humans have been told this and force-fed this about artists on social media, that they believe it, that they believe that, oh, you got to be a content creator for me to check out your music. I ain't trying to hear nothing if you ain't entertaining me, always on and making me laugh. I refuse to believe that. That's programming. That's what TV done before the internet. Certain shows that came on TV, they programmed you to think it's good, right? They programmed you to think, oh, this is a good show, so you should tune in to this show because it's on TV. That's not necessarily true. Just because it's on TV, I should watch, and that it's good just because it's constantly in front of me. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to take my time with every post, with every song. Everything is going to be intentional because, you know, I want this to last. This music is going to outlive me. Point blank, it's going to outlive me. So I'm going to take my time in giving you the real. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the real. I'm not going to give you some kind of popcorn microwave music. You know, I'm not doing this for to make TikTok dances. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not even looking for any 15 minutes of fame, to be honest with you. I'm looking for sustainability. I'm looking for sustainability, okay? Okay, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for you to check me out 10 years from now and be like, man, I remember when he made this song or he put this EP out or album. It's still bump. It's still dope to this day, along with the new stuff that he has already out and all the other music that he's put out, right? Because I care. You know, like I said, I have something to say. I'm not industry. You know, I'm not looking to be popular. You know, I'm a 45-year-old black African American from the south side of Chicago, born and raised, who's been doing music really my whole life. And so this is me. I'm not trying to, like I said, be cool, be too cool for school and wear shades and fake jewelry and be like, yo, check this, check it out. Tap in, check this out, yo, I'm killing it out here, yo, and be on some goofy industry nonsense. That's not what I'm about. I'm too old for that. I'm a grown man. Like I said, I have something to say. You know, I'm not trying to impress or try to get the youth to get with me or anything like that. I take this very serious. I take this music thing very serious, and it's just been so much garbage and noise pollution when it has come to music that has flooded the past, man, you say 10 years of absolute nonsense. Lyrically, sonically, all of that. You know, I'm here to spray the sanitizer, some of the sanitizer, and clear the air, to aerosol all of this foolishness. So yes, you know, I wanted to say that, you know, and again, I want y'all to check this video out. And listen, I'm not trying to be a superstar, but I mean, this is how I approach things.
This is how you know someone is going to be famous. like truly famous. And this goes back to the simple, timeless idea from the philosopher Søren Kierkegaard, who once said that a person can have the illusion of being important, but the truly significant are often quiet. Basically, what he meant is the real fame doesn't start with volume, it starts with depth. The people who actually go on to change the world, they're not chasing visibility. They're building something so real that the world cannot look away. You'll notice it in the small things. They treat their work like it matters, even when no one's watching. They talk less, but when they do, people lean in. They keep showing up even when they're overlooked. They keep going after rejection, and they don't perform for attention, they create from obsession. You see, true recognition does not come from trying to be noticed, it comes from trying to be undeniable.
So I hope y'all caught that. That's how I approach things, you know, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm here for sustainability. I'm not here for a viral moment. I'm not here for 15 minutes of fame, and I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to be the brother you can talk to. You know, I'm here to be the artist that you can relate to. You know, that's it. And that you'll play over and over because you can feel it and that you can actually talk to. I'm here to be the artist that you can actually talk to. I'm reachable. You can reach out to me and talk to me. That's my way of connecting. As opposed to always having to be on and always having to be in front of a camera trying to entertain you. And say, yo, buy my music, support my music. I want you to do that. Absolutely. I'm not going to make a fool of myself in order for you to support my music. And that doesn't mean I'm saying this out of pride. I have boundaries. I have integrity. I have certain things that I'm just not going to do. And just because the system or the algorithm or whatever says this is the way to go. You know, I've always moved to the beat of my own drum for the most part. Within reason, legally, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with this, y'all. Like I said, it's a long video, but I wanted to get on here because I really had something to say. And, you know, this has really been on my heart. And I know I'm not the only one that feels like this. There is so many other independent artists like myself that I'm sure feel this same way and have expressed it, you know, a million times over, right? So it's a lot of us out here that's just not going to just turn on a camera and just dance and just be on all the time just because these platforms have told us that's the thing to do. When we care about the art, when we care about what we're giving you, we're not going to just tap dance because we're told that that's the way to go. And that's what you got to do. You got to be on all the time. No, we're humans. We have lives outside of being content creators. Now, there's some content creators that are doing extremely well financially, and that's why they're always on. And big up to them, and I commend them. But I'm sorry, I'm here to say that there is a difference between content creation and artists. And I know that a lot of artists have become content creators, but that's by they've done that by I want to say necessity, but by almost out of desperation, so they could just get so many people, so many eyes, and try to get their numbers up. So yes, it's going to be intentional. I feel like every video that I've put up has been intentional, because I'm not going to just get on here and just talk just to be talking, just to try to create some kind of content. Anytime that I come up here, any post that I put up, I have something to say. Like I said, I'm being very intentional in what I'm saying. There's definitely something I want to say. There's a message I want to get across, or even maybe some kind of interaction to see what you may think. Okay, so yeah. Like I said, I told y'all this was going to be a long post. And yeah, I wanted you all to feel this and really truly understand where I'm coming from, you know, and I really wanted you to hear my heart and what I had to say concerning all of this. Because if you let it could, you know, it can make your head spin and make you, I feel like it'll make you lose yourself. And what I mean by lose yourself, you'll lose the real you, because you're trying to be something that you're not by becoming a content creator so people can support your music. You know, I don't believe in the whole fake it until you make it thing. I don't think that that's a good thing. We're in a world with real problems and real issues. We need more real people. You know what I'm saying? We don't need facades. We don't need masks. We need more real people addressing real things in the world, in politics, and also in music. So, yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Please hit that like button and subscribe as well. Okay? Because I got a lot of music coming, and some content here and there too, if I feel like it. But yeah, a lot of content, but way more music. And that's it. Peace.